Okay, this week's Ask Me Anything question comes from one of my blue belts. His name is Charlie, and he wanted to know, what mistakes do you see your students making while they're sparring, or what bad habits are they perpetuating while they're sparring? So even if you've only been training jiu-jitsu for a very short time, you've probably found yourself in a situation where there's a major skill disparity between you and your partner. This is somebody that you can easily beat. And I think this is the situation where students tend to waste the most time and create the worst habits. So here are a couple of ways this situation typically plays out. I'll see the more advanced student go on a total murdering spree against the new person. They'll tap them out 15 times in 5 minutes. Now, I do think there's a time and a place for that kind of training, but this is not something you should be doing all the time. Now, I've also seen the more advanced student make a mistake on the opposite end of the spectrum. They totally phone the round in, they're lazy, they let the newer student pass their guard and get into positions that they otherwise wouldn't get in. And from an outsider's perspective, the advanced student doesn't really look like they know what they're doing. So if I'm sparring against somebody who I know I can easily beat, I will scale my strength, my speed, and my athleticism way down. Just sort of pick an arbitrary number. I'll say, okay, 30%. So at any given position, if I have a submission locked, if I'm trying to prevent the person from passing my guard, I'm only going to use 30% of my physical ability to prevent this from happening or to lock this submission. So if you feel yourself exceeding that number or that perceived resistance in any given position, that's an indicator that you might not have the technique in that position to execute perfect jiu-jitsu. And that is precisely what you should be trying to execute against that new student. So next time you find yourself sparring against somebody you know you can beat, challenge yourself. Scale your speed, athleticism, and strength way down and see if you can still have an effective round against that person. You will get a lot better this way.